Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Mandy Grace. It is the end of the month, so it's time to talk about books that I've read this month, which is a very small list. I'm going to be painting my nails while I work on discussing books. To start with, I have to take off the nail polish that I already am wearing, and then decide what I'm going to wear next. This isn't turning into a beauty video, which was not really the point. I just felt like repainting my nails this evening and was too impatient to wait till I finished my video, so here we go. If I was doing a beauty video, but this is called a cotton ball. We put nail polish remover on it, like this. Okay, I'll stop now. Oh no, my battery light came on. That's not good. Hopefully it doesn't die. If it does, it'll be fine. Okay, so my list of books that I have read this month. I am not good at multitasking, so cleaning my nails and then also talking at the same time is going to be difficult. I did not think this through. Like I said, I was just impatient and wanted to do my nails and do this video, and so I decided to do them at the same time. And here we are. Anyway, let's see if I can get my brain to do two things at once. This is difficult. I only read, actually read and completed one book this month, and then I was also working on another one. So, if you've been keeping track of my book reading, you'll know that I started this one, Eve the Awakening. Whew, you do not fit on screen. Anyway, I started Eve the Awakening last month, and intended to finish this month. I have not. I am, well, let me look. I am 27 pages in, which is not much. I love Jenna Moreci, and the only other book of hers that I have read thus far is The Savior's Champion, which I read in one single day. I just sat down and read the whole thing because it just enthralled me. Every single page was absolutely magical. Eve the Awakening has been less so. I'm interested. I don't dislike it, but it hasn't made me want to sit down and read the whole thing at once. So I haven't. It just hasn't. It's just a slow read for me, which is why when I got another book in the mail, I decided to just read it instead of waiting till I had finished with my Eve the Awakening read through. So don't need that. I should probably throw it in the trash instead of at the nails, but it's fine. The book that I actually read and finished this month is Pistol Daisy by Natalia Leigh. This was hands down my most anticipated read of this year. I was so excited to read this book. I did vlog the experience, so that video will be coming out sometime in the next week. I don't know. I have to figure out when I edit it. But I absolutely love this, and it didn't disappoint me, which was a huge deal for me because there have been other books this year that I highly anticipated that were rather disappointing. This one did not disappoint me. I loved it. So, yep, my small list is already over. It really did not take me long to discuss the books that I read, and we haven't even got to the painting of the nails yet. I'm debating whether to trim my scary long nails before I do this, but I don't think I'm going to. They're fine. Colors. I want to be bold. We're going red. I'm not sure what it is about Eve the Awakening that I find, I don't want to say boring, but just not as interesting, because it is an interesting story. I'm not getting into it for some reason, and I can't pinpoint why. But Pistol Daisy was a delight. It's a fun little western, and I talk about this in my reading vlog, but I am thoroughly impressed with Natalia's ability to stay in character the entire time she was writing it, because it's difficult on some level to read because the character doesn't speak natural professional English. She's, you know, from the Wild West and speaks terribly. Anyway, so it sort of reminded me of the one time that I tried to read Huckleberry Finn, Mark Twain. I couldn't handle it because the characters just speak so poorly. I could not get through it. It was difficult and painful, and I couldn't do it. And this, with Pistol Daisy, the entire book is that way because it's in first person, so the main character, it's not just her dialogue that is like, ouch, that's not how you English. It's the entire narration. It's the whole thing. So I had to pause sometimes just because my brain was working so hard to interpret what Daisy was trying to say that I just had to pause and let my brain catch up because it was painful. It was a little bit painful, but I loved it. I mean, I didn't love that she speaks terrible English, but I loved the story, and I love that it is what it is. I don't know what I'm saying, but I loved it. Now we awkwardly wait for it to dry. For anyone who's been keeping up with my writing journey, I said that I was going to take June and July to read Quicksilver and decide if I actually was going to finish that dang book. But I did not read it at all in June. I didn't read much of anything in June except for Pistol Daisy. So I have made no progress and have not come to a conclusion about whether or not I will finish it. I have one more month to do this. We'll see what happens. Or we'll just leave it as it is, the book that I never read. I just feel bad about that idea. I don't like not finishing things, and also in some way I did enjoy Quicksilver, so I feel like I should want to finish it, but I kind of don't.